It started with 3 chords and a DIY attitude. It became a worldwide phenomenon. I'm Roselle Lavone and I'm here outside the Empire, which is currently undergoing renovations. Legend has it that this is where the Dunedin Sound began. 20 years ago you might have seen acts like the Verlaines and the Clean hit this stage. Groups like these on the Flying Nun label influenced bands from Nirvana to Pavement. If you heard a memorable riff from the 80s or 90s, the chances are Dunedin bands did it first. Today the sound is having a renaissance with a new book by Ian Chapman. He's been asking people to send in their photos and memories for the book.
When I saw all this stuff I thought, wow, actually I've got a bit of an obligation to preserve some visual history here, so I changed the format of the book from being 50-50 visual text to probably about 70-30 in favour of the images.
Chapman says the music could have only come from one time and place.
I think that was unique and can never happen again. The world's a much smaller place now. Dunedin is not isolated like it was, which was a part of the mix, not all of it. The social circumstances are very different today. Back then we had the division with the Springbok tour, with nuclear testing protests, nuclear warship visit protests. There was such a lot of angst in the air.
Several musicians from the Dunedin scene are performing together later this month. For Chapman, it's like seeing his old mates down at the pub. I'm
delighted. There's going to be 3 acts playing. Graham Downs from the Verlaines, they're all doing solo sets. Graham Downs from the Verlaines, Martin Phillips from the Chills and Bob Scott from the Clean and the Bats are going to be performing for us.
He's been a consultant on a fascinating new interactive Kiwi music exhibition and hopes this and his book will bring a new generation in search of that Dunedin sound. And if Chapman's music collection is anything to go by, those kids could be hooked for a very long time. Roselle Lavone, The South Today.